cold. I'm actually freezing my goddamn tush off. Hold on. I did not think I was gonna get my dog. Don't do that on the bed. Literally for like 30 minutes, it feels like. And now I'm cold. I just walked my dogs. Can you guys even hear me? Probably not. I just walked my step. I just walked these little demons in a pair of Crocs that are not mine. They're not my dad's. I don't know whose they are. Almost ate shit. And then with 2 Dalmatians. Not fun. Loki! Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Now that they're calming down, where is everybody? I'm so sorry. I thought that episode was streaming to this platform. I fucked it up. My eyelash is coming off. I just like, this is the first time I'm like collecting my thoughts. Forgive me. Oh, I'm cold. When did it get so cold outside? Oh my goodness. Maybe my coat just is not warm enough, but like there's frost on top of the car. What the hell? Already? Hold on, let's see. This video is on a, hear that? That's me. Hold on. Can I flip this? Not loving the lash. It's not that much better. I'm done. Oh my goodness. Steven! You made it. I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. What a victory. This music's not playing. We need that to play. Thank you. Hold on. Plug your ears. I don't know if that did anything other than just stress me the fuck out. I don't know. No wonder I'm so cold. This fan's on. When I am outside in the cold, I get like chicken skin. My lips are red, and I'm just like dabbing foundation. I'm like muted out. Now I can't get the music. We're chaotic. It's fine. Hold on. Maybe if I do. I have so many words, and I must. How about now? No? No. We're just going to be annoying. Stand by. If that did anything. Oh, la la la. Oh, his hair. Oh, okay, we're here. Hello, everybody. My lash. It's fine. I don't even care that much. It's just I can see it right now. Poor Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Sorry, Sarah. You know, there's one thing that doesn't work with these timelines, and it's the dogs, okay? They're eating the dogs. Too soon. Too soon. How's everybody doing? I know we didn't do a stream right after the election. Um, to be honest with you, like, watching the election, I'm like, "This is traumatizing. This is bringing me back." I don't really want to. I did, touch base with MLD on his stream. He was keeping up with it for 24 hours. God bless his self. I don't know how a man does it. He put up some funny videos though. Like like one of them in particular, I don't know what news station it was on, but it was like, "Look how good the technology is on voting." And they, like, zoom in on a Sims. It's like a man. They're like, "This is your average voter." And they zoom in a little bit further into his, like, prefrontal cortex. This is how he might decide because it looks like not too long ago, he was going to a Trump, like, bachelor party. I don't know. It was so fucking funny, though. You have to watch it to see it. But anyways, I was like, "I don't wanna watch this thing until we win Pennsylvania. I don't even wanna watch this thing at all. Just call me in the morning, okay? Just call me in the fucking morning." And then chilaquiles for sure. Chilaquiles? I love chilaquiles. So good. Okay, so good. Anyways, I'm just, like, losing my mind the past couple of weeks, just like, are people this stupid? I hate to use language like that, but it's just, like, are people seeing what I'm seeing? Like, why are we talking about XYZ? I feel like I'm talking to ChatGPT. I feel like I'm tired and I'm over it, and trying to maintain, like, a really level, neutral position is exhausting. It really is. You think it's not. I do. I'm just, like, trying to anticipate everybody I talk to as human beings with thoughts, feelings, and emotions as opposed to robots like I normally objectify them as. Um, if you have social anxiety, you get it. If you don't, that just probably sounds pretentious, but I don't mean it to be. I really don't. Um, trying to gauge where certain voters are at, concerned that all they do is fight off demons. Topic for well, no, we can talk about it now. People project nonstop their thoughts, feelings, and emotions on everything, specifically the election, so carelessly that, like, people are waking up, people are evolving. I've been talking about it for the past month. It's evolving, like, I'm like, "Okay, it seems like the majority is at least trying to, like, garner truth." So, when I say that I'm projecting shit and stuff, you're gonna see it, and you're gonna be like, "Tori said that." Yeah, you're damn right I did. 'Cause and then I'm thinking to myself, "You know what? Let's not assume it's projection because what does that do? That makes you close off to possibly important ideas, topics, even feelings, shit." Um, however, I feel like it just when you do that, you are going into things, conversations, whatever you wanna call it, um with, like, a more open mind, and then people start to regurgitate shit that I don't know where the fuck it comes from. I'm just going to assume it's a ChatGPT at this point. Like, I don't know where it comes from. It's like ChatGPT with a spin of, like, I don't know, my brain melting. So then I'm like, we gotta, like, back that shit up." But why do I have to take on the mental load and shit to do that? Like, you should be going into shit assuming that part's done, but it doesn't. They start s like, do you think I really argue with Janet? Like, if Janet's gonna tell me something and I argue with Janet, at least she's willing to be like, "Yeah, that's a good point." But no, not with regular people. They're so unevolved. They're on their way to evolving, but not all of them. I'm just thinking to myself, this projection, the lying, the hypocrisy, like, I can't just assume that's what people are doing. But at the same time, You drive yourself absolutely mad when you do that. It's one of the reason I give shit to centrists. And I'm not talking about myself because I try to balance everything. But people that maybe I come across their content and they give like a centrist point of view, I'm like, oh, just pick a fucking side already, do the work. Okay. It's okay to be a centrist, but like back up where you are on things. Otherwise, I just assume you're fence sitting. Where was I going with this point? I don't know. Fuck. No, like if you're going to keep your brain open, like to a fence sitting position, all you're doing is letting it rot. It's just going to rot until I don't know. I come and pick it up. What do I look like? The brain cleaner? I don't know. Sorry if I just clicked on this mic. Um, not only that, not only that, let me do something positive, okay? To all of all the people that sent me videos, whether they're new creators, whether they're just viewers, I have been very pleased with the conversations that you guys send me, whether you're a part of them or it's something you viewed. I think that when I first got into even the political sphere, one of the things that came up a lot was that Republicans, more right than I am, like your typical average Republican voter, were stupid. I heard so many different things that they were stupid, uneducated, um, NPCs, quite honestly. And through the last 6 months, I've been nothing but pleasantly surprised to see actual people talking about actual policies with people that couldn't entertain them. Does that mean that the other side is stupid? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm just going to assume that they had social anxiety. I don't know at this point. I have seen really good content also from the left. It's not just all on the right. I've seen good stuff on the left. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll see as much of it because anything that even is giving Trump like it doesn't even have to be like pro Trump, but just some things I can think of off the top of my head, unless that's biased, maybe a little. But at least people can recognize um, a person they don't like and recognize their strengths. It makes me think you're not absolutely insane. But truly, when it comes down to it, when it comes down to both Kamala and Trump, we're going to see similar policies. It's not that big of a change. But when I would constantly see critics of Trump just constantly shit on him for things that weren't even true, I was actually thinking that we lost half the nation after the victory. God bless. Not even, not even religious. I've noticed that it was never. Mm, it wasn't that their brain was rotting. They knew the truth. They just couldn't win with it. So they made up lies and whatever. And I genuinely thought that they were just a little stupid. Never said it until now, but hello. No, they knew. They knew because if they really cared, they would have gave a shit about the fucking fraud in Pennsylvania. They would have given a shit. I know it's not proper fucking English, but who cares? It's like all the things that would make them concerned didn't. And so now we are at a phase in life. Okay. Maybe I should have done this before the election, but you have some people that believe Trump is this big, scary monster. Then you have other people that are like, no, like he says shit, but his actions say otherwise, you know, truth. Some people are like, yeah, I get it. But then the election happened and it was just so obvious and such an eye opening experience that I'm like, damn, we got way more of the public that saw through the bullshit, and that sets a tone, okay? It sets a tone, um, and well, I could go down all the ways that I think their campaign went poorly on the Harris side, but one thing that I kinda touched on Sarah's stream, and I'll hit more on right now, is that you need men. I know this sounds, like, insane, but you need them, and I think men really got together and voted on this election, and it shows. Um, a a part of being on YouTube, something that was really evident was the culture war. I think we've all seen it. We've all reacted to it. We've all seen the crazy rhetoric that comes from all sides. It doesn't even have to be political. But if there was one area that if I was somehow the campaign rallier, no, what do you rallier? Campaign, if I was in charge of her campaign, my focus would have been on men. But men like to look at actions, and men saw through the bullshit, okay? Um, there have been some men in my life that I'm like, "Are they not seeing what I'm seeing?" But thank God they reached out after, and they're like, "You won, bitch." I'm like, "Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did." But they're also, like, doing other shit and whatever, and I actually still need to reach out to them because 'cause I'm like, "What was it? What was it that persuaded you against voting?" And I hate to be that bitch. I really do. I don't think it was policy. I don't think it was anything other than don't say it. Don't say it. I want to so bad. I'm so impulsive right now. Don't say it. I think it's because they thought by voting for a woman that they would get laid. I did. I did. I did. I'm kidding. Like, rationally, maybe national security, but I think I was way too hopeful to assume that debates would even go that route. They didn't. They didn't. I'm like, okay, for sure. Let's talk about tariffs. And it's like, obviously, the way certain people view tariffs is they see the short term, whatever. They compare it to what Harris is doing with don't even get don't even get me started. I thought maybe that would have been the highlight of seeing some of the debates. It wasn't. It wasn't. If anybody would like to do a video on that, fuck yeah. I've been waiting. I've been waiting. I was under the impression we had to walk this shit back because when people say crazy shit, if you look at it from like my perspective, when you say crazy shit without following it up with like, sorry, I'm being a little cray, I assume you're serious. I don't pick up on social cues. I don't. I don't know when you're just needing to like if I need to get something off my chest, I'm like, I wish I never bought tits. Like I feel like it's rational, it makes sense. Like I'm just now I'm just spewing. Now I'm just spewing. But you know what I mean? It's like if you're actually terrified or if you actually feel a certain way about somebody with so much conviction but nothing to back it up, you're projecting, which means what you're afraid of, somehow your subconscious sees it in yourself. That's why you keep fucking word vomiting on everybody else and we're all like, how did we get here? No one knows. I don't know if I'm going to be able we're going to keep trying to just land this one. It's like I literally went into these conversations thinking people were fucking serious. I don't know who's more stupid, me or them. Probably me. Um, but anyway, I think people are waking up to like the shit that Trump had smeared on him. Hopefully, it seems like it with the way the voter turned out. I mean, can you deny it? I don't think so. Um, and that sets a tone for people. Doesn't matter how much you have institutions. It doesn't matter how much it might feel like people are just trying to ruin you. People see through that shit, and people vote based on actions. So, I'm done. No, there was more I was gonna say. Mm, I'm so glad it's over. It's not even like, "Oh, the cat," no, like, the stupidity. Genuinely. I mean that with, like, love. I genuinely, I just, like, I don't know. I don't wanna hear about anything. Like, I don't wanna deal with your fucking demons, yo. Go to a therapist. Get it out. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. I promise you. I promise you. But anyways, I'll just go back because now I remember I was talking about what Harris probably should have done. Leave Biden in office. You probably would have had a way better turnout. And that's saying many things. Okay. That's saying if you can't even get not even one state, then a man whose mental capacity is losing day by day. Like, I don't speaks for itself. Speaks for itself. How the fuck can you talk yourself this long? It's my fucking job, Marky. Okay? Get it together. This is all I get paid to do. Okay? Wait, no, stop it. Liberal women going celibacy arc is fantastic. Society will heal and lower abortions. It's almost as laughable as when Bumble came out with those billboards. That's where the state of our country is. Let me pull it up so I can remember what it actually was. Uh, Bumble, Bumble billboards. Let's do it. It's been a minute. When did those first come out? You know full well a vow to celibacy is not the answer. Those that shit blew up. All the women that were crying about how this is crazy that they think that we would be okay with this. Wake up, dimwits. It wasn't for you, like she says. So let's actually tackle this. This is good. Okay. When something is spoon-fed to you at mass on a billboard, they're probably not talking to you. Okay? Who pays? Women on a dating app. This is so simple. They're talking to the males. Okay. Obviously, this is nuanced, but like celibacy, celibacy is not the answer. And you have women blowing this shit up. Like, how dare you? You don't have a female that's approving any of that shit. You're stupid. And I can't help you. It probably was a woman's idea. Okay. It probably was because we're smart. But it's like celibacy is not the answer. Who's not okay, if an app like Bumble is going under, how do they make money on these apps? It's pretty simple. The men, women wouldn't pay. We know this. We know there's so many apps competing. So if men are paying, they need to feel like they're heard. And so they got an entire app to be like, celibacy is not the answer. But then we get and that I feel like is literally the election. Okay. You see right through that shit. It was probably Putin. I'm just kidding. um, Dem party is aborting itself out of existence and we should let them. No, we have to unify them. Just like I've been saying, the crazies on the far right, they're still ours. Okay? I don't care what political party you're a part of, you still belong, okay? I just sometimes I wish I could smack you up right side the head like my mother used to. Get out the belt. Get it together. Like, you need to have some urgency and some, like, fear because I can't carry this team, okay? There's only so long until my attention span is just off into all the other things I'd rather be doing than dealing with your demons, okay? They like to make fun of they like to make fun of the evangelicals and shit, and it's like, you behave in the same way, except you do something that I find very, very, very problematic, which is you personify the devil. What do I mean by that? You give somebody who you don't like the label. At least Christians are like predictable. We know where they are. We know what they're doing. You like to take this evil and put it into people. And you know who else did that? I won't go there. Follow my Substack. Is very harmful. And I know I'm not maybe saying it that lightly, but we need to evolve. Okay. You need to stop it with this evil. Both sides. I don't want to lose you. Okay. I don't want to lose you, but you're losing mom. I feel like I have like some 17-year-olds that I have to like out of their nest and into the real world, and we're running out of time. Okay, you're keeping us behind and we need you. But anyways, let there be peace. There will be. There will be. I think there will be. I think we're already getting there. I think we I think we've had an enlightenment period. Just me. Maybe I'm losing my mind. It's possible. Not off the table. But I there used to be this saying that was like, "Enjoy the decline." No, bitch. I got the longest arms. We're getting the fuck out of here, okay? Get on my back. Let's go. I'm insane. Not today. I genuinely believe that when you have enough people at least trying to move things in another direction, it will follow suit. So, but man, like, it's so cringy. And that doesn't even put it into perspective. Like, it's so exhausting to battle with people's demons. It's exhausting. I wish people did more of the work, but at the same time, I don't blame them because the machine, like the media, I mean media when I say that. It's like they work so much harder to paint another perspective, and it's like, don't you see anything wrong with that? I do. Fortunately, I'm not on Twitter anymore. I mean, I have one, but I'm not on it like most people are. I don't get my news from Twitter. I'm not saying it's the worst place. I think it's a decent place. I just don't go there. Um, I'm just like, "Oh, it's so nice out today. Nobody's bitching. Ah, great." And then I'm like, "Oh, fuck, there's like a whole 'nother world that lives on Twitter, and they're probably if you voted for Trump, you're sexist." Hits for Trump, baby. I don't know what to do at this point. I got you, don't worry. Don't be scared. It's like, if you voted for him, you're the worst thing in the world, blah, blah, blah. I'll still take you with. Come on. It's okay. Name a car for a 1969 Camaro, baby. Both women and men need to take responsibility for this. Yeah. I will say the mind is so fragile. I talk about this nonstop on my channel. People can fall down delusional thinking patterns. That's actually, now that you say, it's like both women and men need to take responsibility for this. It seems that easy. But when people fall down these specific, like, delusional thought patterns, all you can do is, at least from the other's perspective, is, like, lead by example and hope that they figure it out themselves, but we don't, sometimes we lose them entirely. If you're not sure if you're this person, ask yourself how you feel about certain leaders. Ask how you feel about Republicans. Ask how you feel about Democrats. Either or, if you have, like, this, like, they must be all bad, don't operate like that. Don't do that. Responsible men and women take yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know. I feel like people are waking up, and I feel like it's been pretty obvious in the voting. So I'm just going to assume that they don't need me to spank them anymore. Is this a feminist or MAGA channel? Okay, whatever. You see, that's, like, another issue, it's like, I feel like, to do well on YouTube, it's like you have to feed into these, like, specific boxes, and, "Bitch, I am the box. Get into me." Okay? No, I'm just kidding. Ew. It's like, no, people are more complex. You can criticize both sides. You can favor one side, but you have to know when you're not being delusional, okay? Feel like I've been gracious, but I haven't heard anything from, like, most of the people that I know on the left, nothing. And it's like, what does that say, though, when you have the majority of people? Oh, well. Are you a natural redhead? I am. Mod me, I've earned it. Okay, Jay. Easy, easy. Hello from Indiana, how are you? I'm good, how are you, Chris? Nice to see ya. Same here. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing, you try to put me in a box, it's gonna fuck you up. Ask anybody who's been subscribed to me for, like, at least a year. I have strong principles, you know? I'm an atheist, but I think a lot of religions got things right. What? I'm a determinist, so I really can't expect that much out of people other than literally just got so excited. I fucking poof, bitch. What are you saying? Greetings from Ohio. Hi, Dan. Hi, Tori. You're so pretty. Thank you so much. I can't see you, but I bet you are as well. Start by, ooh, this is based. Start by accepting that we don't know everything we think we know. Based. That's true. Grayson! Is this my Grayson? Hi, doll. Love you. If it's who I'm thinking of. Uh, sir, this is Wendy's. Somebody's mad. I'll see you there, bitch. Love you. I run it. Okay. What do you think about psychedelic drugs? Um, I'm not against it. I shouldn't promote that. I shouldn't. so I won't. I think you could reach I think if you do enough meditation, you could probably reach the same state that some sort of psychedelic drug can bring you to. The thing is, nobody tries. But if you're starting to be called on as the prophet, maybe see as like a specialist. I love you. Okay. How do you discern yourself from a prophet? It's okay. Sometimes we lose our minds. We need a line, you know? I don't know what it is yet, but I'm searching for it. I'm searching for it, okay? It's like, when does ritualistic behaviors turn manic? I don't know. Okay. You're still welcomed over here, though. I support it. Stop teasing us and spill the beans. Who you vote for? I did not. I would have, but I did not. I did not vote in this election. I feel like people, well, I shouldn't say why. Something that happens, okay, when you are online. By the time I would have, if I'm being honest with you, it was already you should have seen the lines, okay? Rockford. I was surprised that most people in Rockford are probably Republicans. After the election, I woke up to people with fireworks and stuff, and I was like, what a great day to be an American. I wonder who won. Because I didn't know yet. I was asleep. I was like, there's only a few people that would put out fucking fireworks, and I don't think it'd be for Kamala. No offense, bitch. Okay. I'd love to see a woman in office. I just don't think it was you. Okay. It's going to be me. Thank you. The self hatred. I'm just kidding. Can I just be silly? Like, but can we stop being so serious all the time? I don't want to do political content ever again, unless you request it. Okay. Maybe. I heard that too last night, either guns or fireworks, one of the 2. Shockingly, I knew it was fireworks. I did, and I'm from Chicago, so I have a heavy "Is that a gun?" It didn't sound it was like it was fireworks for sure. It's not gonna be you, sadly. I bet the same people said the same shit to Trump and, well, 47th. Thank you so much. Why everybody's complimenting me. I never get compliments like this. Love you. What kind of music do you listen to? Crazy shit. Satan music, honestly. Not gonna lie though, Christian gospel, it slaps. You find some of the right ones are really good. Sometimes I'm like, damn, what is this? It's like Christian fucking folklore, Christian gospel. I forget what the term. I was like, this kind of goes hard. I'm into it. Not surprised. Not surprised. Sorry, are we buzzing? Trance techno for sure. This is fun. What the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on? I needed to put the band. No, I'm just kidding. I won't even. Norwegian black metal. I'm not like other girls. I listen to Taylor Swift and death metal covers of. Oh, God, I'm done. I'm not a big fan of Taylor Swift, but she's an incredible businesswoman. So take what you will. You know, I like Taylor Swift, actually. I take that back. I liked her back, like her first album. I was riding shotgun with my hair undone. I like that version of Taylor, but they got rid of her real quick, and we should bring her back. She was killing it then. America will be I don't think America was ever great. Hot take. Um, I get it. I get the vibes. I don't mean to kill the vibe. I don't think it was ever great, ever. Um, I think it could be. And I have many beliefs on how we could get there. Tariffs being one of them. Mass deport I'm just kidding, y'all. Relax. 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 My heart melts. It's okay. You'll be back. I love you. Come back later. Not a big Taylor fan, but she seems like a great performer. Apparently, she doesn't sing lip sync. It's kind of based. I don't know if it's true necessarily, but if it's not, like, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work even with lip syncing. I don't know how people hydraulic. Oh, yeah, it is. Duck. I thought this was amaranth for a second. People have been tearing amaranth up all over the supposed belief that she might be a Trump supporter. It's exhausting, y'all. It's exhausting. Do you have friends because 'cause you're mean? Yes, me too, but they're also mean. Okay. Love you. Hello de France. I saw Slipknot in 2015 and they killed it. Oh, nice. I didn't really get into Slipknot until I was older. Why would you Since you're mean, can I be mean? Yeah, that's okay. You can. You can put your demons on me. I seem to be loving it, okay? We need to evolve. We do. I love your difference. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. What can we see from moving forward? Be nice to everybody, even those that don't agree with you. I know, but the nicer you are, the more people are willing to question their beliefs. Actually, let's do this. This is actually we'll end the video on this. We're gonna follow the LEAP method, and if you don't know what that is, it was designed by Dr. Gabrielle Almavador. Killing it, okay? The LEAP method, LEAP. And this is a method that is given to friends and family of loved ones that maybe are in a psychosis that lack insight, so they don't know they're sick. And so, what the LEAP method proposes is that you can't keep arguing with somebody who doesn't believe they're sick. You get frustrated. It looks like they're just denying it. And what you really should do is offer a different approach. I should have took this method going into some of this shit. But anyways, instead of that, you need to build an alliance, okay? Build trust, show compassion. You don't say they are the Messiah, but you question why they feel that way, okay? I'm the Messiah and blah, 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 blah. Wow, that feels incredibly exhausting. Tell me more. Because sometimes people just like to bitch, for lack of a better word. And then you build alliance, you hear them out, but you do not validate the beliefs. You don't validate the fixed false beliefs. Don't do that. This is not like dementia, okay? With dementia, you can play with the delusion, not in this instance, not with delusional thinking. Offer for them to see a doctor, but you don't force it down their throats. You're there if they want help, whatever, but just listen, acknowledge the feeling, and build the alliance because eventually, you know, they might actually take that advice. So that's all I got. Be nice to people. Try not to argue with the demons. Okay, most of the time when people are screaming, Trump is Hitler, it's because some form of them believes they could be Hitler themselves. Okay, so we're building the alliance. We want people to see their demons. Okay, it should have happened years ago, but we're doing it now. That doesn't mean that you can just write people off because they don't agree with you and you're like, oh, it's the demons. That's not healthy either. Question, are you grounding your beliefs in truth and rationality? If you're pretty sure you are, and that takes a moment, okay? Don't just jump at shit. If you're pretty sure you are, then you can attack the demons, okay? But if you can't even recognize it in yourself, why the fuck are you even bothering? Okay? We're all we're all humans just trying to evolve, trying to do better, but be nice to people. There's no reason to show violence ever. If we want to show violence, we will show it to an adversary overseas internationally, okay? Not here. Not on the same soil. Ew, it's giving fascism. Don't worry, I'm not going there. The blood of our nation. Don't worry, I'm not. I'm not. I'm so a little dark sometimes. Show kindness. We don't fight. But man, doesn't it feel good to be on the side that wins? Kidding. Be nice to people. I followed your Insta. Oh no, not my degeneracy. Fuck. I haven't posted there for a while, but shit, I got nothing to hide. Okay. Where are you from? I should have been born from never mind. Don't say that. Don't be weird. I'm from Chicago. I am from Chicago. Just trying to bring the Netherlands here, a little Delulu. I have hopes. I'm in Illinois. My IG is Torshaa with 2 A's. Torshaa. I think, by the way, I think I'm going to just go by my name from now on. I know. So if you know me as Torshaa, great. But we're just gonna go by Torrie. Um, it's just I don't know how it's kind of cringy to explain Torshaa. Have you considered that you potentially could be in an echo chamber every day? Every day. Embrace introspection 1000%. But by by embracing introspection, I don't think that necessarily gets people out of an echo chamber. Embrace multi-level perspectives constantly, but, like, don't lose your mind over it, okay? Mind's delicate. But how would I feel? How would my mother feel? How would my best friend feel? How how would my enemy feel? And, like, really go there. Steel man your enemy every chance you get, which just means to give the best rationalization, reframe the argument, whatever, blah, 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 in a way that demolishes yours. And then find common ground between both arguments. And if you can do that, perfect. We're evolving. But by just embracing introspection, I feel like can get people stuck in some sort of delusional thinking. I'll give you an example. If Kanye believes that he is the Messiah, then turning internally. If he genuinely believes he's the Messiah, do other people think you're the Messiah? Do other people, you know what I mean? I hear you. We got some heavy issues, okay? I'm just a bitch with microphone. But as always, always make sure you're doing yourself a service, be nice to people, show compassion, and just because somebody has a differing belief, they're probably more in the middle. They probably agree with you more than you think. Let's meet in Gary for lunch. Terrifying. Who goes to Gary? Um, how's the climate in Chicago? Are people celebrating or is it despair? Shockingly, it's for being a blue state, many people are I I think a lot of people voted for Trump. I actually haven't looked that hard on Illinois specifically, but everybody seems to be fine. I haven't heard any violence come out in lieu of, like, the election, so that's good. I don't think they ever really break out. Like, we got violence every day. I haven't heard of any it's kinda quiet. It's kinda quiet. Um, can I speak to your pimp? No. Kamala thought Cardi B was what we were voting for. Molly. I know, I find all the celebrity endorsements just so cringe. Believe me, but I get it. Um, I'm a legend in my own mind. A legend can still have faults, okay? Love the confidence. Just, ah, I don't know, I think most people are good. I'll die on that hill. Can I speak to your pimp? I am she. No, I'd vote for you. Thank you so much. Thank you. People are even celebrating here in Canada. We're coming for Trudeau. I'm just kidding. No, we're not. We have no plans to. I think we should, but we don't. Um, why is Canada celebrating? You know, I've been hearing mixed things. Being honest with you, I've been hearing mixed things. I got some people in it's like honestly split in half. I feel like I have like half of my friends that live in France are for him, then half of them really despise him. I mean, it's still pretty polarized overseas. And then I'm like, most of I know two people in Saudi Arabia, and both of them were for Trump. Let that speak how you wanted to. But at the same time, I had a friend that stayed in Saudi Arabia, and they believed that he was a national security threat. This was a few years ago, and they voted for Kamala. So, still, it depends how you look at it. Hi, I'm John. Nice to be here from West Virginia. Hello. What the hell even is that? Hi, I'm Tori. Nice to meet you. You dropped something. Your standards. Hi, I'm Dorsha. Could you keep your head for a sec? No, sir. Thank you, but no, thank you. Could you keep your head for straight for a sec? Sure. The Republicans will have everything, the Senate, the House, and the presidency, but there won't be real change. Look up manufacturing consent and you will see why nothing changes. Thanks. Thank you. Um, I actually do think we are gonna see some change. It depends on what change you're looking for. I think we're gonna see a lot of change internationally. Hopefully. Hopefully. You guys wanna see, your own money go down? That's the real issue. Don't get me started. Don't get me started, okay? I don't wanna hear about bullshit. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'd love to hear about it. You can always DM me. We can always chit chat off string. Um, que hago a esta hora viendo el director de hold on. What are you saying? It's been a minute. What is she going to direct? Are you talking about my capabilities as the president, sir? Sí entendé. I'm just kidding. I don't know what you're saying. Is idioma idiot? I don't know. Hey, paso. Hey, paso. I'm just vibing. All vibes, no, nothing else. We are very affected by the politics in the US. Where are you from? You're the odd one out from your family. Really? Maybe. Maybe a little. I'm a weird bitch. Wait, this is good. Guys, look. Are you into predictions? Because I just got a vision and you look an awful lot like my future wife. You mean future ex wife. Okay. Love it. I command you to ban me. No, I will not. Saul or Soul Reaper. Here we go. I don't believe in good luck. You absolute nobody. Yes, sir. Okay, yes. Mm. Oh, now it just got loud. Did it not? Relax, you're gonna be okay. Promise. It's gonna go in and out, in and out. You don't believe in luck? No, I do not. But you know what I do believe in is controlling your own environment. You wanna skyrocket success, whether that means sorry, this is going in and out, whether that means personally, it's so loud if I go too I think I'm supposed to go like here. If you want to skyrocket positive results in your life, focus on what you can control in the environment, how you think, how you feel, who you're around, your environment, where you go home. Fix that, and everything else comes after. You're like a hamster on a hamster wheel, but you got to step off that hamster wheel in order to get skyrocketed into another direction. Okay. Focus on the little stuff. Are you listening to me? Stop yapping. Diego, shut the fuck up. Love you. Thank you for being now ban me a bit. Never. You talk to Fresh and Fit. I do not. Um, but yeah, I think that's it. Mm, I feel like now we can just kind of like get over this political shit and focus on actual things that can benefit our lives. Okay. We got a lot of stuff coming. I have an entire series that I have not posted yet on morality, morals, principles, ethics, frameworks, all that stuff. I just kind of every time I'm like done with it, I'm like, oh, I probably should have added that. It's just such a comprehensive set of topics that you go over in a full semester in philosophy, and so I find that it's kind of, like, not doing it justice, but at the same time, I feel like we have a very large 20-second TikTok clip attention span that maybe having it in the shorter way is better. I'm still getting feedback from others on it, and so far I've been told it's good to post, but it just I just want it to be all done in one. I don't feel like it's getting to, like, the important shit. Um, other than that other than that Hi, Shane. Love you. Love you. Copyright, she can't play her favorites. I can't. I can Do you watch I am critical of Jordan B. Peterson, but see, like I've been getting nonstop Jordan Peterson video reaction topics, and I'm trying to make everything more cohesive with my new vision. My new vision that I'm like, I don't know how much I want to go backwards. None of the videos have been, like, multiple people requesting them. Maybe we will. It's so long. It's a lot of shit. It's so much. Work smarter, not harder. There are a few new ones that I'm like, "Oh, that could be interesting." I always take recommendations. If but, like, new goals, it has to be purposeful. It really like, I can only let my brain rot for so long, and by letting it rot, it's like, I want solutions, okay? Solutions, that's the goal. Solutions and hopes that maybe some of my content could inspire others to, hey, maybe make a channel out of something if I spark a little creativity in you, okay? I think that's the most rewarding. I say something, it triggers you into a whole thinking process that has nothing to do with what I was talking about, and you grow from it, and it ends up being, like, a really good message. Like, that's the shit that I love. It's like, that was all you. I just said some word that, like, triggered something. It's, like, not me at all. So it's, like, such a it's like you were there at that moment and now boom. I just think that more people are gonna be putting out way more, um, posi positive just makes it sound so like, but when I say positive content, I mean something that is applicable to people right where they're sitting. Before it was like, "Buy my course." And it's like, "Shut up, Jeremy. I don't wanna buy your course. I'm poor." You know what I mean? And now there's, like, the little stuff. Push people in the right direction. I'm hopeful. You might not know me that well, but that's a lot, okay? I'm very negative. You inspire me. I love you, Michael. Do you get invited to podcasts? I do, um, but I don't speak on them unless I have something to say. Fuck. You wouldn't get it. The video you mentioned about morals and ethics sounds interesting. Okay, I love that. Said no one ever, Chris. Love it. You know what I think we're gonna see is, I don't know why people talk about new atheism. I guess they say it 'cause it's, like, post 9/11, and it's like, Christianity is wrong, here's why I'm right," but I'm telling you, we are going to see atheists, specifically from all walks of life, sharing their insight on how religion is useful, but how it shouldn't be XYZ. And you're probably like, "What the fuck?" And it's like, "No, I'm telling you, that's my vision." And if you start to see content like that, Tag me, baby. Okay, tag me. When people say new atheism, I'm like, you talking about post 9/11? Just wait. Okay, strap in. Mama's been seeing some shit for like a year. I think whatever it is will unify religious people with secularists too. So that's why it's a good thing to see. Gotta somehow, because both moral principles are the same right now. Just someone believes in not, well, you don't even have to be religious to actually believe in like an entity. Like a lot of them just follow the principles. But if you can somehow get atheists and a very religious person on the same path into the future, love to see it. Bring it, baby. It's a hard task. Jordan Peterson's trying to do it right now, and look at how everybody's treating him. Okay, it's not easy. They're just going to assume that you're discrediting truth and that you're crazy. But I'm telling you, it's a thing. We're thinking in systems. React to liberal meltdowns, Torshaa. That goes, well, send me some. That makes me sad. I don't think it's funny. It makes me sad. Like, what kind of meltdown? What kind? It makes me sad because they're going to be okay. I won't let anything bad happen to anybody. Makes me sad when they have mental breakdowns, no? Not the demons. I just call me Torshaa the Exorcist. God fucking damn it. Excuse my language. Don't worry, crazy liberals. We got you. Relax. Sorry. I do that when I get so excited. My finger just like skip. And let's see. Pearl has been going hard on the liberals. Pearl. What videos? Is it all from Twitter? Twitter? What is this peanut the squirrel? What are we talking about? I'll look for it. Hold on. Liberal meltdowns. Oh no. Esmongold posted some, so let me switch the screen. Hold on, share screen. Let's see what we got.
Oh no! 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 Why? Why? Do you really hate me that bad?
I hope this person knows that this will make more people vote for whoever is going to make her do this next time.
I hate to be the person that gets on here and cries. But this could break me and my parents apart because they just don't understand what they voted for and like what.
This is the problem. You think they don't understand. Yes, they do. They do.
What it means.
She doesn't understand.
The bigotry and hatred that they stand behind and how I am trying to be a good person.
So before he goes, I don't want it to be like me tag along. Before he goes, that makes me sad. Honestly. But it's also very clear because I've been looking at both sides of the news. And if I was under the impression that Donald Trump was Hitler and all these things, I would think that people are doing the same thing. But that's not true. And you have it. I think it's a very positive thing that he won by so many votes, because it kind of forces people to really look and say, what makes so many people want that? Something that bothers me in the discourse is this idea of power. This idea that people, oh, it got so loud. I hate when it does that. This idea that people are acting a certain way in order to persuade all the bigots, all the racists, all of this. This is faulty thinking. And it concerns me to even speak on it when somebody's having such a crazy reaction right now. But this is literally what I mean when I say demons. This is projection. If you think that everybody in the world is a bigot, a racist, and all these other things, that's not true. And like, you can't know what everybody is thinking in their brain. I know that sounds so stupid, but this idea that people are these things and you have no evidence to back it up tells you that you might be projecting. Anytime you have like a visceral reaction, whether it's crying, whether it's getting angry, it's usually a projection. Sorry, my audio just got so fucking loud. Hold on.
This is the problem, is these people look at everything through a moral lens. Average people don't care about that. Why do you think we had lynchings? Why do you think Aztecs cut people's hearts out and rolled their corpse down the stairs? They burned Joan of Arc alive. This whole idea that all of these things, like all of this stuff, it's moral. Like, this isn't the way people are. They've never been like this, and they never will be. Nobody cares about the morality, about being a good person. That's crazy. It's stupid. Like, it's so delusional.
I'm not Catholic.
Okay, let me just Jesus fucking, that's my husband, y'all. Let me take this away for a moment. They do care about morals. Let me, is it too loud? Let me know. Maybe if I go like this. Okay, here's the thing. The evangelicals, okay, these are our far right individuals, for instance, think that trans issues are sacrifices, okay, which is insane. That is insane. We know that's not true. But when they look at you and they think, how could so many people be a part of it? They feel the same way. We need to get to like a combined moral framework that can understand biology and they can understand issues that are not up to anybody but parents, medical officials, whatever. But right now, because we're on this sort of nobody wants to call anything out on either side, everybody's kind of operating with their own moral standard, but they look the same. You could arguably take a secularist moral framework and stack it right on top of a evangelicalist. Sorry, that's hard for me to say. But the way it shows up is different for everybody. So I can understand the moral outrage. People do vote on morals. I don't know why Asmongold thinks otherwise. People do that. It's just that we don't have a political leader who has embodied like an actual authoritarian, for instance. We haven't seen that. So while the evangelicals will blame so-and-so for degeneracy, you see the same thing on the other side where it's Trump is an authoritarian with no grounding. They never have grounding. It's the same shift blame attitudes. We got to get away from it. We really do. But like Asmongold saying they vote on morals. Jesus, okay, hot take, honey. Hot take. Wait, is it not playing? Sorry. Hold on.
Really? I can think of a few exceptions to that.
Taking me and my parents apart because they just don't get it, and they don't get that they voted for someone who's gonna make my friends' lives hell. My life's okay. I'm a white woman, but my friends are
I saw
not
this
gonna
part.
be
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. That's the way it is. By the way, I went to the gas station today. There were two guys, both of them were non-white, that were hyping each other up about the fact that Trump won. They were like right next to the counter and they're like, yeah, bro. And then so we're going to take away all the women's rights. He's like, what, really, bro? Yeah, dude, he said that.
And we begin our final sprint, having arrived at that point in the election season.
Just because I won't be able to refute the bullshit without getting triggered myself. I understand that she cares. She's crying and all these things. But Trump has done a lot for Black men. Just as one thing. And so if you see a group of any type, man, woman, whatever gender, Black, Hispanic, non-white, white, ask yourself, could somebody really vote just based on vibes? I know some people are saying this. I think it's a cope. You find one thing, arguably, and you vote on it. But they're going based off experience, and this idea that they're too stupid to vote for the right person, like she's implying, is really bad critical thinking. Are you some white supremacist that can just see it's giving Becky? I'm sorry. Like, it's giving Becky. Stop it. Like, stop. Do you think that Black men are actually going to vote for a supremacist? You're out of your mind. I don't know how to be any more gentle about it. It's insane. It's insane. Can we just call it insane now? I want to be nice, but it's Delulu.
Where basically we on this side of the TV screen have said all we can. We've laid out the stakes in this crucial election, where one side stands for freedom while the other meets the textbook definition of fascism, namely,
oh my God,
far-right dictatorial.
Again, look at Benito Mussolini. There's plenty examples of people that will immediately vote for a fascist option because it's better than the current option or what they think their current life is. It's amazing to me that like this is even something that they don't understand.
A regime like Hitler's Germany or Franco's Spain or Mussolini's Italy, but also
they still
white ruled South Africa before Mandela and the Black majority.
I don't know if somebody's in charge of this network and they like specifically, it's not the time.
To control, or Vladimir Putin's Russia, Viktor Orban's Hungary, or
okay, instead of looking at, can I be fucking honest? Okay, hold on. Instead of looking at people fascist, ask yourself, what traits do I, as an American, as a person, need to adopt in order to make genocides seem like a good idea? Ask yourself, what traits do you have to incorporate in yourself when you realize that it is going to be a different set of traits for every fucking person? Ask yourself this. Am I reading news articles from people who are saying these things about themselves and they try to point and blame in other people in order to keep it away from themselves? And ask yourself, is media making profit from this? Because the reality is they're going to say all the things you fear. See how he does this the same, that the same, that the same. I don't know who told people that leaders who have done have done genocides, the worst thing you could do in the world. I don't know who told them that it was this personified evil figure and not them. It's never you. We need to get away from this. I find this to be so fucking harmful. You have to wake up and say, what traits could I find in myself, in somebody like Hitler? And how can we make sure that doesn't happen again? Seriously. Because this idea that I could never do that, where we're doing that personifying thing and taking the blame off ourselves, it could happen to anybody. And by the time they figure it out, the news is not reporting on it. This idea that the news is going to report on it blows my mind. And it's propaganda. And anybody that props it up, to me, seems unintelligent. I'm tired of it at this point, especially when I see it coming from a Black woman, because it's crazy to me. Because as soon as you have races of people arguing that this is exactly like fascism, this brings me back to 1942 Germany. And then you also have a Black woman saying it. It's saying that our issues and all of these, I can't say the word, are the same as issues that they felt, and they are on different planes. You take away, it diminishes both groups enormously. We need to stop saying it's okay. I'm pointing it out as a white bitch. We can't do that. It's not right. We need to be like, hey, we can adopt those traits. How can we prevent it from happening? Did I not land this? We need to prevent something from happening. But putting on headlines, so-and-so is Hitler, is not going to do it. It's not going to do it. Saying that we're going back to Jim Crow laws in Georgia, it's not doing it. You take away from people that actually went through some shit, and we have to stop it. It really is one of my biggest pet peeves. I love fucking everybody. Let's get on the same page and move forward. Love you. I fucking love her top, though, Loki. Okay, Asmon, I love you, but when you say shit like that during this fucking climate, you scare people. I get what he's trying to say, like, you should always question what you are being told. It's definitely a take, but I fear that people take him and assume that he picks up on social cues, and he doesn't. Okay, not the time, my G. It's giving fuck, Sean, what was the name of that guy? It was a great Martyr. It's a great, I think it's a beautiful thing to get people to understand this mentality. Just when you say it that way, it just sounds very, maybe I sounded the same, but very, what's the word? Can't spell conspiratory without Tory in it. It sounds very conspiratorial, but he has a point. He's pretty much saying what I'm saying about being able to see different perspectives. Because I hate to say this, but like, people that were committing genocide, we don't condone it. We lock them away. Okay, they're insane. But from their perspective, they probably thought that they were getting rid of evil. Right? Because for somebody to kill at mass on that level without telling newspapers about it, keeping it on the lowdown. They genuinely probably thought that they were getting rid of evil that is personified, which is so wrong. I hate it. It's like, it bothers me about secularists specifically because they should know better. It's like, I kind of understand it when it's your framework of religion, but it's like, I don't see Christians personifying it like I see secularists do. And like, it needs to stop. Like, I'm not saying the religious couldn't do it. Okay, they could. But like, we need to get away from this idea that people are so far away from us. We're all a lot more alike. So how do we tackle that issue as a preventative measure? Okay, making headlines saying he's Hitler ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna do it because it's not backed up. And I promise you, when we do this thing of trying to find trends in religions, or not religions, I'm sorry, trends in history, we're failing. Okay, we're failing. When you realize how many systems are working and you're trying to figure out how to solve so that doesn't happen again, you're doing it wrong. Okay, by looking for traits in people and not in ourselves, we fail. Okay, ask yourself, what would it take me to commit an atrocity like that? And how can I keep that in check? We'd be better off than fucking news outlets like, he's fucking, you're so stupid. You're projecting, honestly. To be honest, I was scared for people being violent over it because I don't feel like they've been reported the accurate information. And I know what happens when you have news media feeding you something. How do I know that to be true? Because I know what it looks like when a schizophrenic relative believes the fucking radio's talking to them. It's the same thing. It looks the same. I need us to get on this. I need us to see that it's all the same. Just one's fucking auditory. You kind of see where I'm getting at when I say it's harmful. Okay? It's real harmful. Nobody would care. Yeah. We got you, girl. Don't worry. You know, if I'm being honest with you guys, oh, you weren't watching the last part? It wasn't showing? She's crying about schmishmortions. Did I miss it? Okay. I was like, I need to talk about this. Hold on. Let me pull it back up because it's important. It really is. How do I go back just?
How did we get here?
It's simple. People don't.
Hold on.
Repercussions of
And this is why the support has gone away.
for our friends. Like, you have pro-life women dying because their doctors are scared to treat them.
Yep.
Because of the repercussions of his last presidency.
Okay, can we talk about this? Literally, I know what the left has been saying about this issue, and I get very annoyed about it. The reason that it was removed so that when election season came around, it wouldn't be able to be used as ammo. Think about it. Giving it up to the state keeps anybody from putting a fucking federal ban on it. If your state is going to argue about it some other way, that's a lot better. And we can help you find support and lessen the burden, whether that's fucking free car rides or something to another state. I don't know. It could be anything. It's like, that's better than having any sort of fear over a federal ban, because people are emotional and they jump on these things. It was a good thing. And I get it. It freaks people out, but nobody's taking away your ability to kill. Okay? You realize that most countries across the world, the craziest ones, still allow this to happen. Whether you believe in it or not, I'm talking to the lady crying. You're gonna be just fine. We understand how it looks, but you need to understand the bigger picture. Seriously. You have fucking Melania coming out with a book talking about how her and Trump are the same about it. But the left has told you that it's only her, right? Read the fucking book, please, for my fucking sanity. It's the amount of bullshit somebody like myself has to refute is a magnitude way too greater than it is to fucking produce it. Okay. I mean it with love. From now on, I will try to like point it out, because trying to go backwards and getting all of it's exhausting. Thank you for the super chat. Love your hair. I got the same color. Close it. Yes. Red. I love it. I'm naturally a redhead. This is probably my natural. You can't even tell. I went platinum back to my natural hair color, and I feel like I don't even know what my real hair is. Probably half of it, but the other half is like box dye that I did one time. Based. Anyways, okay. Should we go back to the vibes? Let's go back.
How did we get here?
It's simple. People don't care that much about abortion. It's pretty simple. They care more about being able to afford food than have abortions. Duh. I mean, like, it's fucking obvious.
How did we get here? To know that there is that much ignorance and that much hate.
They're using it to bait you. Stop getting baited. Stop. The more that people get baited into this shit, the more that you'll see doctors not performing certain things over it. The delusion spreads fucking deep. I bet you there's been many doctors that have performed them. I'm confident in this. Okay. The more you make this shit publicized, though, the more that you create this like crazy shit for no reason. It's unnecessary. We got you. Okay. Love you.
This country, it's so
like, it feels wrong for me right now to put on and like laugh at this, because I don't think it's funny. It makes me sad. And I hope that people that have been fear-mongering this issue take accountability for it, because you're like ruining lives over it. And you know damn well nothing's changing.
so terrifying. It's so terrifying. How could you do this? How can you claim to be a Christian or anyone of moral values and support someone when every word out of his mouth is hate, when he wants to pardon people?
Ask yourself why the media is telling me that everything that comes out of his mouth is hate. If your research involves you saying, did Trump say that the Muslim ban is like gonna happen? And your only research is going to the clip that it said, wake up, dude. Like, we can't keep, I feel like I'm dragging you guys. I'm like dragging you onto the other side. Like, wake up. Ask yourself what would make somebody say crazy shit like that. Maybe because nobody believes them. It's like you say the right thing and they twist it anyway. So at least say crazy shit forces people to look. Seriously. I don't condone it. I realize people are lazy and shit, but like it is one way. Because you know what? He never lied. Think about it. Like I can't do like this is no cope. This is just thinking in systems, y'all. If you've never been fucking had a smear campaign about you, I don't know what to tell you. You're delusional. Like you're naive. I love you. But like wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Who took over the Capitol. Do not do this to people that you love and care about.
Also, from now on, hi. We are treating the January 6th Capitol. Moving forward, if I hear this one more time with absolutely nothing, we're treating it as a conspiracy because that's what it is at this point. And the only people that fully believe it, at first I was like, maybe they're just unsure about it. No, I think they're just trying to make shit to fit their narrative. Like, listen, you can have a fixed false belief, but not everybody's going to be on it, you know? If you think you know exactly why somebody did something, you need to go get 5150'd, honestly, at this point. We can critique actions, but at this point, I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. I might be just saying, I'll fucking deal with that one later.
If you have a woman in your life, if you have an LGBTQ person
they cannot stop talking about identity. That's the only thing that they can think of. They think about everything from that perspective. Like it always goes back to identity every single time.
In your life, if you have anyone.
That's an observation I haven't made. Is that what we're calling it? Okay. We got you. Stop crying.
In your life who's not white. How did we get here? Someone tell me, please. Someone really tell me, please. Because the only way I see it is that, like, either he cheated and that was his secret, or this country is built on so much hate, and we might never get out of this.
Ask yourself what happens when you walk outside. Listen. Okay. If you're seeing a lot of hate, I think you honestly, well, it depends where we see. For those people that see a lot of hate, I'll talk to you. Okay, that I have the energy for. I would love to do that. If you see this country is built on a lot of hate, prove it to me. And I will genuinely be open-minded and let's come up with the solution. But genuinely from the bottom of my heart, I love you. Sometimes I think when we're told certain things, we have a clouded judgment. I'll give you an example. I start a new job and I'm told that the lady Tracy down the hall is a fucking crazy ass bitch who is so threatened by women joining that she will do anything to get you in trouble. And so guess what? Then you start seeing that lady Tracy is out to get you. Okay. The reality is this: never take what other people say about somebody as fact. You have to do the work yourself. Don't get me wrong. It's really easy to get on panel with another person that supports Trump and joke and whatever, but I didn't do that, did I? I did not do that. It's very easy for me to do that, but it's also lazy. And I know how people have strong reactions about certain people, but you need to do some of the work yourself. If you want to write me off as just a crazy Trump supporter, you're going to have a rude awakening. Don't do that. Why suffer? Stop suffering. In the words of my mother, why suffer? Okay. She says that when I'm like trying to push off, taking Bayer or some over-the-counter migraine meds. It's like, why suffer? You're just going to keep bitching about it. Just go take the meds. Okay. It's easier, but it's just a joke that I say. It's like, okay, if I'm going to keep bitching, ask myself, maybe I'm going to see. When you put so much out into the universe, you'd be surprised how you see it back. It's kind of like somebody asks you to search for a red car. You're going to see more red cars, right? We have a tendency to do that. try to see them. And then, like, also, they'll say that when people switch sides to conservatives, they're always very nice and welcoming. Well, which is it? You can't hold both of those beliefs. You can't. You need to recognize cognitive dissonance in yourself. There's a difference between holding two conflicting views and being able to recognize two conflicting views and not supporting either of them. There's a huge difference. And if you've been spoon-fed this idea, then that's more than half the country. Go back and do the work, please. Because you're making yourself look crazy. You don't have to.
If you voted for him, you are dead to me.
That's okay.
Go ahead and block.
That's okay. I'll still be here when you come around. Okay? I don't care if you think I'm fucking Hitler. I got you. Seriously. Like, I don't know if that's something they need to hear. I'm trying.
I don't give a shit. I really don't. I really don't.
Yeah.
I feel, am I crazy to think that people that have perpetuated these things, she's not like a creator from what I can see. She's just your average person. But I feel like creators need to be held accountable for this shit because this ruins lives. And it actually disgusts me. Because if one creator would have gone and done a fact check, then somebody who comes around that content maybe would have had a little brink of some nuance and maybe get out of this catastrophic thinking. It's harmful. I hate it. It's like, I don't know how to tell you that what you're thinking is delusional without you seeing me as the bad guy. It's a little delulu.
Yeah. Today has been rough for a lot of people. Check on your Democrat friends because a lot of them are not taking this well. And I don't just mean text them. Actually go to their wife's boyfriend's house and see how they're doing.
God fucking damn it. Was he serious? Where are my shoes? Whose Crocs are these? Whose house am I going? I got you.
Little compilation I found. All right, here we go. Let's see it.
I hate you, you fucking orange pumpkin. You just.
I feel like she's talking to me. I know my hair's orange and I'm orange. Look at this spray tan right now. Well, I love you, so it's okay.
You make one of the most important people in my life right now.
I feel like this is just wrong, just like amplifying. I feel like I have a moral duty to protect them.
Why would they care about your friends?
They don't.
You stupid ass. You fucking
guys, I know it's fun. You can watch another creator do it. I can't do it. It feels wrong. I feel like I'm making fun of people that are going to really regret their choices soon. Hopefully. Be nice to everybody. Okay? Jesus. Thank you for that. How's your day today? Tacos whiz. I'm okay. I just feel like I'm picking up the pieces of the like very traumatized Democrats. Like I felt the same way when Biden got in office. Like I feel for you. Okay. But guess what? Everything's going to be fine. It literally is going to be fine. Save someone else from this dumpster fire. Orange pump. I know. I was like, fuck, the shoe fits. What were we talking about? See, just a little critical analysis goes so far. I can't just assume they're talking about Trump. I'm like, fuck. It was for me. If people didn't want to be laughed at, they shouldn't cry, record it, and post it. Yeah. It seems obvious, doesn't it? Pony Boy. Oh, that's a fucking sick name. Pony Boy. Yeah, it seems obvious, but I feel like our online selves are now also like a digitalized self. We have our self, our unconscious, super self. Shit, there's so many terms, but there's like another. Sometimes I'm like, are we virtue signaling so that your friends of other races are going to view you as doing the right thing? I don't know. I feel like my friends of other races would see me do something like that and honestly get me a 5150 old. They'd be like, "What are you doing? Like, that's insane." And it is. Like, I show by action. I don't need to like virtue signal it, you know? Not saying that I'm better. I'm not. Just maybe older. Guys, I'm like almost 30, hitting the wall, okay? Just everybody needs to calm down. Either go see a doctor or like, which is okay. There's like medication to help. I love you. I'm insane, you know? Hello. Hello. Do you believe in God, Jesus? Yes or no? No. But I like the principles. It's just like I don't know how to distinguish between somebody that is having a psychosis and somebody who genuinely believes that they had like a testimony. They had something, they saw God, they heard God. Like when I hear testimonies, a lot of times they come off delusional to me. I'm not saying they are delusional, but the language around it is the same. And we need to create a distinction because just me being able to see a video or see the person in person to know that, oh, they're not in a psychosis, that's not enough, right? We know there's a distinction. We just haven't accurately, like as a public, been able to create that line. And I find that to be, you know, we're almost in 2024, you know, get it together. Wait, are we in 2024? I don't even know. We're almost, you know what I'm saying though? It's like we got one guy who believes he's the Messiah. I know the Christians know what I'm talking about. And I know this because they put in so much charity to housing the mentally ill and it never gets news. It's never going to hit the news because it's very personal family matters for each person that gets the charity. But when we don't put it in news, we start to blur the lines, okay? And I feel like if we had a harder line, then it would be, we could start to put harder lines on the opposite, secularists. It's like, when are they getting into a Delulu area? Until the Christians figure this out, everybody's going to be losing their shit. And if you don't believe me, that's fine. Subscribe and you'll figure it out. I feel like I'm getting there. Hopefully. Those are the goals. Okay, there's a lot we can learn from both sides. I already said religion's moral principles are true. So can you like help me out? Love you. Get it together. And now I could be crazy and I could be seeing things. I don't write it off. Okay. I'll let you know. Like right now, the only like line I've come up with is like, are they in paranoia or are they in a good mood? And it's like, well, wait a minute. So I can believe something and have like a shit ton of paranoia and it's not true? Probably. Okay, probably if you have a lot of paranoia, we need to go to a doctor. That's okay. Happens to a lot of people. Don't even worry. But if that's our only distinction, we got some work to do, okay? As a country, as people, love you. We need to keep moving, though. You say that God does not exist logically for you. I find the utility, I'll say it this way. There's a utility in religion. I don't believe religion to be true empirically, correspondently, literally, not in that way, but there is a utility. There's a reason that religious doctrine, if you will, has made it centuries. If you don't see a utility in it, go back, okay? There's a utility. We know this. Now, how can we incorporate the utility with a new framework where everybody gets on board? right? It's like, well, why would we do that? Because I actually think that, like, this idea that they're two distinguished groups, it's stressing me out. Okay, I say it because I said so. It's like I can't help but see it in debates. Remember the debate that I was quiet on? I have nothing to add when both groups are saying the same thing. I wish they could see it. Okay. We need secularists to acknowledge that there's truth, as in utility, in religion, and not write it off, because you have atheists, not myself, but other atheists that write off religion as not being true factually. So they write it off altogether. We shouldn't do that either. It's kind of like the vote. Do you really think most people are that stupid to follow something like that? There's a case for it, but it probably isn't true. And if your only reference is to religion in a book and you don't have friends that are religious, you should probably do that first. I'll give you a hint. Religion doesn't make people do crazy shit, but it can influence crazy people to do crazy shit. Okay. And when when I said there's no distinction yet, you give a Delulu person religion and they start to spout the hallucinations, the auditory hallucinations, delusions. They start to make that connection that shouldn't be there. And some will say religion would never tell you to kill somebody in the name of, that's great, I see you. We need more. Okay. We need more. Just take it from me. Okay. I've been on both sides of the spectrum. Facts require proof, or it's a theory. Correct. A theory is actually supported by facts. Fun fact. Sorry, I hate to be that bitch, but I want to get technical. How many people follow a lie doesn't make it true. Correct. Nobody's saying that. Guys, we already have religions that don't believe in the actual, like, personification of a deity. Okay. There's a utility in it. Not because it's true, but religious myths, if you will, do something for a large majority of people. What utility is that? Jordan Peterson will say, find meaning in life. I don't think it's that. I think it might be an element of it, but as an atheist who's also a determinist, there's a real beauty in, like, the universe, how small we are, how random it is, and how we continue to evolve despite things that should have ended us a long time ago. Nuclear weapons, for instance. Okay. I know I sound crazy. That's fine. But I see the world in systems. And in order to keep moving, we have to incorporate everybody and evolve. Okay, if somebody's getting left behind, we haven't solved that yet. Okay. I'm hoping my autists are like, all right, mission, I got it. And they challenge accepted and they start working at it because I don't have the language for it. I'm trying. Thank you for the super sticker. Roja. Wait, you told me this. Fuck. It's something like Jean Paul Roger. Hmm? I was like, your name sounds like Basquiat. Jean Michel. That's how my brain works. If you don't know why I didn't claim it. I didn't claim it. Guys, there's different types of truths, okay? I hate to be this bitch. You have empirical truth. You have correspondence truth. You have, like, there's literally 12. If we collectively agree it's true, even though we have no basis in it, we could arguably say it's true, right? It's not fun. It's a philosophy take that I hate. but it does exist. You know, somebody else could see the whole pandemic in another lens and see it as a way for I don't even wanna go I won't go there. We can do it tomorrow. Should we do it tomorrow? Should we go over all the different types of truths? Because right now, we're operating knowing there's different types of truths, but people are too afraid to assert that. We need to distinguish them. I know. But that scares a lot. I need you all to be mature about it as well. Find the battles, okay? Okay, I respect your opinion, but from my point of view, God exists. After finishing studying biology, studying biomedical engineering, it seems like a coincidence. It's something difficult. I think that everything people personify as God is actually in themselves. Not saying a God complex, hear me out. This is a new belief of mine, but I feel like it's where I'm aiming, but I'll just say it just to give you something to think about. I think that humans, despite being rational and emotionally driven, I think something like God is one of those things that actually makes like most people think, was it God? Like most people. And when they can't find evidence of it being themselves, it's like easier for them to see it as somebody else. I think they actually like the self is actually God. I know it's a hot take. I haven't broken it down. I haven't written about it yet, but it's something I've been thinking about. I think if people were to realize that you can do something without God, I think it could possibly evolve people. I think when you realize that all of the things you put into somebody else that you thought you couldn't do, when you realize that was you, see how it makes you feel. But I understand it's very rational to see people as putting it into something else and giving that the authority instead of thinking it's in themselves. We would think they're would we think they're delusional? Maybe. Did I just solve my fucking life problem? Maybe. I don't know. But it's actually very rational to assume it's anything but yourself. Now, when you attribute superstition to being, oh, it must be God, you lose me on that one. But like, I gave it up to God when my dad died, and I realized I could do X, Y, and Z. I think you could have done that all along. You just didn't believe in yourself, you know? Hot take. I'm exploring it. Maybe I'm just insane. It's not off the table, okay? It's not. I say that so that you know that I'm trying to stay as not crazy as possible. But if I start to get stressed out, okay, call crisis. Narcissistic is the word. You know, it's crazy because I keep saying people have these demons they're fighting with, and what I'm really saying is a lot of people are projecting. And so when you have a whole society that is projecting and they're not being honest, it's like you can never get grounded in the truth. You're not wrong. Narcissism is absolutely part of it. But I think if most people can acknowledge the projections, then it's it's just going to be just trust me, bro. I can't. I have nothing to substantiate it other than yes, correct. It's very narcissistic. It's very egotistic for people to assume they're God. Don't get me wrong. I don't disagree. But it's also a beautiful thing when you realize the fractions of your identity. Things like putting something in somebody else, like a God, or having a fractured self. I'm not this type of person. I must be this. It's all fractured. But if you can identify it in everybody else, not in an ego way, just in a like a conscious way, I think it will hopefully evolve people. I think it will. I don't know. But if it sounds very egotistical or very pseudo, I hate like the whole just meditate, even though I know it works, but just whatever you want to call that, it sounds very crazy. I don't disagree. It does. But to some people, it makes sense. I'm just trying to get everybody on the same page, losing my mind one fucking message at a time. But this is helpful for me to see where people are at. You're not wrong with the narcissism, though. I think about that. I'm like, how would I even explain to people that God is really themselves? Like, good luck, bitch. But when you recognize that that's actually like a really beautiful feature that people don't automatically see it in themselves, I think that's like redeeming in itself. Honestly, I'm like, fuck, I wish they would just get it, but it's useful that they don't at the same time. Anyways, before I go all Buddha and shit, I don't mean to. I genuinely don't. It just finds me, yo. I don't know. Subscribe if you're like, maybe she's on to something. Maybe just to check in and make sure I don't lose my brain. Of course, you do things without God. That's not really a case for or against God either. Fair. Fair. COVID years really did a number on that generation. Things will get extra weird in about 10 years when they're all adults. Yeah. Yeah, true. I don't know. I'm pretty hopeful for Gen Alpha. I wasn't hopeful for Gen Z, but now Gen Z has redeemed themselves. And if you don't feel this way, it's okay. Okay. It's okay. I think that, I don't know. I haven't really thought about Gen Alpha specifically, other than they get dragged in the media like no other. Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Who's to say if it's egotistical if you are playing your own God, judging yourself? Thank you so much, Jordan. Can you just fucking relay the things I'm trying to say? I can't help but recognize it as sounding absolutely absurd because I haven't articulated. This is the first time I'm saying the God part out loud. Is it? Maybe I said it last time. It just sounds crazy to say. And I know. Okay. That's literally the most basic secular take ever created. Maybe. I haven't heard a secularist say that. But for sure. For sure. You're border on false prophet vibes. I'm not trying to be a prophet by any means, believe me. If I start saying shit like that, I need help. Seriously. Um, aw, Mal. I'm like dying over here. It's almost 1 a.m. Where is. Hold on. I think I'm going to end it here. I think I'm gonna end it here. I feel like fucking talk too much. But Melanie and I were supposed to do a show today, but I fucking failed. So we'll probably do one tomorrow, assuming she wants to. What do I think about Jay-Z in the end? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know if I want to know. Don't have idols. Okay. Don't have idols. YT entered the chat. Who's YT? Oh God. Oh God. I have existential questions while the universe is designed. There are philosophical constants that if we apply them to a universe, apply to it, and also an interconnected universe from biology. This is what I'm trying to say. Based. I think I missed part of it though, and I don't see the other half. If you enjoy this type of conversation, feel free to DM me. Thank you for your thought-provoking live. God bless everyone in the chat. God bless everyone. Based. So I'll be on tomorrow. I'm gonna do 2 streams though. We're back to like the norm. I couldn't do 2 fucking streams on politics. Forgive me. It's not my arena, and I overthink everything. Okay. Be nice to people. Wear your SPF. Drink your water. Drink your tea. Don't fuck with me. Okay, love you. Bye.